You take stopwatch. What's wrong here?
No, it's here. Alright.
Do you do an intro?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey guys, what's going on? James here, jwebbycaneat. We've got 4 days. I've got 30 hot dogs. Wish me luck.
They're just getting briefer and briefer.
Yeah. Gotta do what I gotta do.
Alright. We'll just wait a couple more seconds for a few people to sign on. Yeah, they are bigger buns today. You're obviously a loyal viewer.
Yep.
Much bigger buns. Alright, so this is round 12 of Nathan's hot dog training. We've got slightly bigger buns today, the same Costco hot dogs, 4 days to go. Hey Hulk, thanks for tuning in. Hey Elise, his record, Joel, is 32 at the moment. So let's see how he goes. I'll be here for a little while, but then I've got to leave. So we'll see how he goes. Let's get him underway. Okay, you ready, James?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Time is now on for Nathan's hot dog training round 12. And shout out to St. Marlowe's Bakery, who custom made some buns for James. This delivery of buns is a little bit bigger than the last, but James has laid out 30 buns with dogs today to get through, and we're gonna see how he goes. Broski, thanks for the love, my friend. If you've just jumped on the live, don't worry, we're only about a minute in to today's challenge. Yesterday we achieved a new record of 32 dogs in 10 minutes. Bailey, no, the dogs aren't raw, they're just not in a red casing. Vax free, we got the dogs from Costco. James bought like a whole case of them, like wholesale price, and then the buns were actually gifted from a local wholesaler, St. Marlowe Bakery. And they gifted these buns to James in support of his Nathan's training. So he is training twice a day at the moment as a minimum. His qualifier is on Saturday, so there's 4 days to go. Yeah, yesterday he was just at a demon pace, I agree. I think he performed better for Scotty and Juan, who were here in support yesterday morning. Scott, the ever enthusiast, he was there yelling at James the whole time, reminding him not to chew and to just get it down. Kimbo, so basically they take the top 3 at each of the qualifiers. So we don't really know how many he's going to need to do to qualify. On the 18th, it depends what other eaters turn up on that day and what their eating capacity is. So James is just going into the qualifier, doing his very best and training as much as he can. Obviously with the supplies that we can get here in Sydney. So we can't get like for like products compared to what he will eat with in the qualifier. So we are making do with some Costco hot dogs and some gifted buns from St. Marlowe's Bakery. And we're hoping that if he eats around the 30 to 35 mark, that will be competitive enough. If you look at the previous 4th of July contests, if we exclude the freaks like Joey Chestnut and Matt Stoney, the middle range competitors are eating around, 35 to 30 buns. So if James is doing a similar amount, we're hoping that will earn him a spot in 4th of July. Smoking the Zaz. The difference is the style of dog. So James is training with a pork hot dog, whereas the Nathan's ones are beef. And we've had to cut our dogs to size, so they're not exactly the same as the Nathan's dogs in size. Similarly, the buns and bread here in Australia is very different to what you get in America. American buns are like a much more of a sweet bread. And these buns are actually bigger. So I think we found out from Joey Chestnut that the Nathan's bun is around 46 grams. These ones sit around 58 to 62 when we weighed them. So it's actually a much bigger bun. But we figure if we're training in a, with harder items, it'll just mean that when he hits the qualifier, if the buns are smaller and the dogs are tastier, it'll just be easier for him. So fingers crossed. Monkey left nut, they are similar in size, but they're different meat. So ours are pork, whereas the Nathan's ones are beef. And they're probably not exactly the same sizes. We've just kind of cut them down rough-handed. We've got 4 minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock. Matab, the reason we just didn't buy them from a local market is because a standard hot dog bun here in Australia is like a full size, like this length of a Frankfurt. Like I wish we had it some. We were using full size buns that we got from Costco last week. We don't have any left. But the Nathan's buns are much smaller. So we had buns custom made that were a little bit truer to size. But the most recent delivery are bigger than the last ones we got, unfortunately. But the previous delivery of buns was very, very similar. We're trying to practice with like-for-like products. More so, his record at the moment is 32. We've got 3 minutes exactly left on the clock for this training round. We've been training for, I think, 5 days. This is round 12. So this is his 12th training attempt. We started at 14 dogs. We then went to 16. It then jumped to 23. We then got to 27. Then to 30, and then to 32. Bailey, we have done pasta challenges before. It's actually a recent TikTok, so if you jump onto James's feed, you'll be able to find that. We did it at Spaghetti 75. He did like 2.8 kilos worth of pasta. Alrighty guys, 2 minutes 9 seconds left on the clock. Hi Anthony, how you going? Thanks for tuning in. This is Nathan's hot dog training round 12. We're with a slightly bigger bun today. Yeah, Christian, he's not loving the dunking, but he's accepted it's part of the contest. Hey Rude, how you going? Yeah, the buns are bigger than the last couple of days. All right, guys, we've got 1:05 left on the clock. Not long to go. Christian, you're insane. I think maybe because I've watched so many of these training rounds now, the last thing I want is a hot dog. So he leaves Australia on Thursday morning at 8 a.m. So he's dipping in cordial and water today. I should say dunking is the correct term. 30 seconds to go, James. Let's go. Try and do one more. "15 seconds. So Kaylee, he flies into Los Angeles on Thursday. And his qualifier is in Pleasanton in Oakland, California. That's time, everyone. Sydney Food Girl, I'm not going across for this qualifier. James is basically doing a fly-in, fly-out tour. I've got too much work going on at the moment. But I hope if he is successful in the qualifier to join him for the 4th of July competition. No, Kaylee, he's doing a fly-in, fly-out. You're right.
I'm 24.
Yeah, but the buns were bigger, baby.
I know. I feel as full as yesterday.
Do you?
Yeah.
Best Hunter, yeah, it's a direct flight Sydney to LA. 16 and a half hours. Think of James whilst he's in the sky. All right, 2-6.
We far out. It's not getting easier. It's alright. Getting there. Getting used to that dunking texture. I'm sure no one enjoys. Yeah, those. I grew the beard when I was in Florida. I would love to come to Montreal one day. Yeah, these buns were bigger than the previous ones. These are like almost 60 grams of bun. It's alright. Look, I figure if I'm training at a disadvantage when it comes to game day, it'll be alright. Thanks, Matt Levi. I appreciate you. No, you cannot. If you reverse, you get disqualified.
Right, hey, I've got to go.
Text me that, yeah?
Yeah, make sure you turn off the camera on the YouTube.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate you guys. We're gonna need all the luck I can get. But that's alright. I'll keep going, guys. Keep plugging away. That was only 26 today. 24 today. But they're significantly bigger. I feel pretty full, so look, I'm just trying to eat as much as I can. And to be fair, guys, my biggest issue is the dunking. So if I'm eating more bread and dunking more bread, I'm getting used to it. Yes, you can dip your butt in the water. That's what everyone does. That's the only reason I'm doing it, because that's what everyone else does. So if I don't do it, I'll be disadvantaged even more. Epi Mangolo, thank you. I appreciate you. Thanks, broski. I appreciate your kind words. Thanks for the support, guys. I appreciate everything. You guys turning up, helping me, getting me through. Stay tuned for tomorrow, guys. Well, actually, I'll be back tonight with more hot dogs, but thanks, Jai. I like the beer too. It's all right. Thank you, Mario. I appreciate the kindness. Thank you. I'm just doing hot dog training today. Cleveland, I'm not ignoring you. What did you say? I'm trying to fight a hot dog coma and watch 3 screens. But guys, I want to get out of here. I'm going to clean up this mess that I've made. I'll be back later tonight, but I'm going to chill out today. Got some work to do. I'm 33. 33, yeah. Jesus. Alright guys, I'll be back a little later. Thanks for the love guys, thanks for the support. I appreciate you guys. Mm-hmm.